What's up everybody, my name is BVMSerious and welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. Due to unfortunate circumstances, I will not be participating in the Swablu Community Day that was set to take place on May 15th, 2021, and there will be no video to show for it. You know, sometimes life just has that tendency to throw random curveballs at you, and sometimes there are just more pressing matters at hand that deserve top priority over this game. And I will say right now that my life doesn't just revolve around Pokemon Go, and nor do I want it to. It is with this reason that I will not be participating in May's Community Day. Technically speaking, I will be trying to participate as much as I can, but I will be dealing with circumstances that will otherwise prevent me from being able to film. So in other words, I just won't be filming the event. However, if there was a community day that I had to miss for any reason, it would definitely be this one, as I already have the shiny family of the Pokemon that is going to be featured. It's just a matter of making sure that I get the special move that is going to be featured with this community day. And speaking of which, let's go on ahead and talk about everything else that'll be coming along with Swablu's Community Day. So aside from the increased spawn and shiny rates of Swablu, we will also be getting the typical bonuses of 3-hour incense and 1/4 incubator distance, which is going to be very good if you're looking to hatch a bunch of eggs very quickly. Also, any Swablus that you evolve into Altaria during the Community Day hours plus 2 hours after will learn the special move Moonblast, which actually won't benefit Altaria directly, but it will benefit its Mega Evolution. And speaking of its Mega Evolution, Mega Altaria will be available immediately after Community Day ends for you to challenge in Mega Raids. So Altaria is actually a Dragon Flying Pokemon, but when it becomes Mega Altaria, it actually turns into a Dragon Fairy Pokemon. So its flying moves, Peck and Sky Attack, will lose their stab capability, while its other moves like the Legacy Moonblast that it will be getting with this Community Day, plus Dazzling Gleam, will actually gain stab capabilities, allowing Altaria to dish out more damage with its fairy moves than its normal form would. But we will be talking about Moonblast here shortly. Also, during the time surrounding Community Day, in the shop will be a special bundle that you can purchase for 1,280 coins that will give you some nice goodies, including an Elite Fast TM, which will allow you to TM to old Legacy Fast moves for certain Pokemon. And then obviously you will be getting your free Ultra Ball bundle in there as well. And for 99 cents or whatever that equivalent is in your country's currency, you can actually get a special ticket to participate in a special research called Cotton Winged Bird that'll give you access to some nice goodies, including a possibility of getting some really nice high IV Swablus and or an Altaria from. And last but not least, when you use the Go Snapshot functionality, you can get up to 5 free Swablus from, which is perfect if you are living in an area where there's hardly any spawns around you, or if you're confined to an area where you just can't move around very far. But anyways, with that stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about my analysis on Altaria and just how good it is overall in Pokemon Go. So getting into the raid aspect of the game, let's just say that there's some better dragon Pokemon that you could be using, as well as flying types. Pokemon like Dragonite, Salamence, Rayquaza, and even Haxorus are far better to use than Altaria because they just have so much more damage output. And even flying types like Moltres can dish out far more flying type damage than an Altaria can. So when it comes to the raid aspect of the game, you really want to be using these Pokemon and not Altaria. However, this could probably change with Mega Altaria being added into the game, as it will gain a nice increase to its stats and also becoming part fairy instead of flying. But between Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam, if you're going to use one of these in raids, you're better off using Dazzling Gleam because it has far better damage output than Moonblast does. And when you do use Mega Altaria in raids, any dragon types or fairy types that you fight alongside on the field with, their dragon and or fairy moves will be boosted by your Mega Altaria, so long as it's alive and on the field. However, there are some better alternatives to Mega Altaria as well, being Pokemon like Granbull, Togekiss, Gardevoir, and even the new and upcoming Sylveon that will be making its debut shortly in Pokemon Go. Now getting into the PvP aspect of Pokemon Go, Altaria is an amazing Pokemon to use in the Open Great League. Its stats are just phenomenal. and Altaria is just a very bulky Pokemon, and it can do a lot of damage. Now, however, this Pokemon does get hard-walled by other Pokemon like Azumarill, Bastiodon, and even Pokemon like Fairy types and Ice types will just destroy an Altaria. So as long as you bring other Pokemon that can cover these Pokemon that I've just mentioned, then Altaria is just absolutely amazing to close endgame with because, again, it's very bulky and you can just dish out so much damage with like Dragon Breath and whatnot. However, I am very curious to see how many people will be running their Altarias with Moonblast in PvP. Because between Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast is actually the better choice to go because it does do the same amount of damage than Dazzling Gleam, but it does cost less energy and you can get to it much quicker than you can Dazzling Gleam, and you also have a 10% chance of lowering your opponent's attack by 1 stage. Also, not to mention, Altaria is a very cheap and Stardust friendly investment for you to have in the Great League. So if you do not already have an Altaria for the Great League, then definitely do yourself a favor and get yourself one that you can use in PvP during this community day. But do keep in mind that it is very expensive in terms of candies to evolve. It does require 400 candies to evolve a Swablu into an Altaria, so just be sure you pine up every single Swablu that you get. That way you have enough candies that you can evolve into an Altaria. And when it comes to the Ultra League part of PvP, I have yet to see anybody run an Altaria on their teams in the Ultra League or even its Premier Cup. So I'm very curious to see now that it's getting Moonblast. I wonder how many people are actually going to be running an XL Altaria, which do keep in mind it will be very expensive because you will be using a lot of Stardust to get a fully maxed XL Altaria for the Ultra League. So yeah, that's pretty much Swablu Community Day there. So like I said, in terms of the raid aspect of the game, Altaria is really not that good, but it is absolutely phenomenal in PvP, and I highly encourage you to invest into an Altaria that you can use in the Open Great League. You could probably invest into one for the Ultra League, but it is going to be very expensive. And also, like I said, I will be doing my best to participate in this community day, and really again it's just a matter of me making sure that I get these special moves that Altaria will be getting access to, which should really be no problem. So the purpose of me actually making these kind of summary videos is for me to be able to put out some sort of informative community day content on my channel, even if I'm not participating in community day. So I want to have some sort of community day content available on my channel for all of you guys to see. But speaking of which, I hope you guys actually found this video to be very informative and helpful. And as always, if you did enjoy, then please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Also leave a like and a comment, won't hurt either. But anyways, that is it for me today. I'm BVMSerious, and I hope you guys have a seriously amazing day. Thank you so much for watching.